Commissioner, some big news coming out of the press conference today. Arguably, the biggest news is the reimplementation of that football championship game. You mentioned both the competitive and financial advantages. What are they?
Well, there's a lot of money to be made from football championship games, and in conjunction with our contract, we have stated stipulations with our television partners about carrying the games, and so we have some negotiating to do on the value of those games. But we know they're valuable, and of course we have averaged 69,000 fans at our previous games, so that we know that there's some interest among ticket buyers, and so it's a good thing financially for us. And the data was compelling that it would also help us get into the college football playoff with more frequency. And so both of those things are positive indicators that we have a decision to make, and it's the one that the board made today.
Revenue distribution equal to all 10 teams this year. Looking back over the past 4 years, what do you see in terms of growth of revenue distribution?
Well, this year's distribution is about 20% higher than last year's, and so we've moved from about 20.4 million on average per team to almost 30.4 per institution. So it's a good profile. It's mostly derived from our media contracts and the escalation in those media contracts, but it was a very good outcome for our members, and it's an amount of money that makes a big difference in the lives of our student athletes every year.
In that press conference, you called the meetings today excellent. What do you feel was the biggest or best issue resolved here this week?
Well, I think probably from a personal standpoint, it was that they did my evaluation and they didn't release me. But beyond that, it was I just think a very collegial meeting. There was a lot of probing of among the CEOs about how they were feeling about the processes and the decisions that we have to make. And there was just there was good humor. There was a real lack of defensiveness. I think that people were forthcoming with their views, and all of those things are good. I think it's probably the best discussion I've seen among our board, and it was similarly high quality among our athletic directors.